Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. In this video, I'm going to show you this soft glam cut crease makeup tutorial using all neutral shades so it can be worn for any occasion and any time of the year around. So I'm going to show you how to do this step by step, and hopefully by the end of this video, you feel confident enough to try it on your own eyes as well. Now the first thing I want to ask you guys, if you want to see an updated brow tutorial, because I did receive some requests and I just want to know if in general you people are interested in seeing another brow tutorial, because I've actually done many tutorials, but if you want to see an updated version, let me know in the comments. Now the first thing I did was priming my eyelids. I always start with this because it removes the redness of the eyelid and it just leaves me with a nice clean canvas for all the eyeshadows. Then I set it with a little bit of powder just to lock everything in place. And for today's video, I will be playing with the newest eyeshadow palette that Sigma Beauty launched together with Angela Bright, and it's such a beautiful palette. I did already post another tutorial using this palette, which I will link down in the description bar. And I will also be playing with her brushes that come in her brush kit. Now the first color I'm going to go in with is the color Basic, and it's really, the name speaks for itself. It's kind of like a nice basic neutral shade to blend in your crease. So I'm just going to blend this all the way in my crease, going from the inner corner to the outer corner. It's just a really nice neutral kind of eyeshadow with a little bit of a warmy brown undertone, but especially on my skin color it looks really like neutral. I don't know how it would look if you have darker skin, if it would show up, but you can apply more if you want it a bit more intense, or you can use this color instead and start with this one in your crease. So I'm gonna blend this in the outer V area just to create a little bit of darkness in this specific area. I started with this tiny brush, but then I decided I wanted to go in with a bigger one just to reach like a bigger area. So I switched and I just applied more, and you can already tell that it's turning a little bit darker right now. So I'm just kind of making circular motions with my brush, also kind of tapping it on the skin to really press that eyeshadow on there. And then after that, I went in with a flat concealer brush and a little bit concealer on it. I used the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NW15. And I'm gonna use this to cut the crease. I'm kind of going for like a half cut crease, so I'm not gonna blend it all the way towards the outer part of the eyeshadow. I'm just kind of keeping it a little further than halfway, if that makes sense. So I'm just really focusing to make that line in my crease as sharp as possible. So I'm really taking my time with this, but on the eyelid you can just kind of blend the excess product that you have on your brush and just kind of smear it on your eyelid. Now, of course, everything I'm doing at one eye, I'm also doing at the other eye, and especially when I'm doing a cut crease, I like to first do it at one eye and then do it on the other eye directly after, so I can kind of make sure that both lines are equal and just kind of correct where I feel like it needs to be corrected. So after this, I just kind of smudge out the edges a little bit, so it's not like a super harsh line, but it kind of fades into the eyeshadows that I applied. And then I went in with the color Bright, which is a really beautiful kind of light shimmer color, and I love that she called it bright because it's really a bright, beautiful shade. So I'm gonna tap this in the inner corner of the eye because I kind of want to go for like this ombre effect on the eyelids, which will go from light to dark. Then I'm going to go in with this champagne color, which is so beautiful. It's probably my favorite color that comes in the palette. I first applied it with the brush, but then I felt like I used my finger because it just gives more color payoff, and it's such a beautiful color. I absolutely love it. Then I went back in with that warm brown color and tapped it in the outer part just to make sure that the colors that I applied on the eyelids just nicely blend into the matte shades in my outer V. So kind of applying it on top of that champagne color and then also kind of applying it on the outer part of the eyelids. So now it's time for eyeliner. I went in with the Sigma Beauty Wicked Jaw Eyeliner, which is my current favorite jaw eyeliner. I do have a special discount code for Sigma Beauty, her products. I'm not sure if it's valid on the Angela Bright palette because most of the time the code doesn't work on collaborations. But of course you can try, or if you want to buy any of their other products, you can use my code to save some money. I will link the code in the description bar if you're interested. So I'm gonna go for a wing liner because I love a wing liner. I have been doing actually quite a lot of looks lately with a wing liner. I just really like it, but of course if you don't like a wing liner you can skip this part, and you can either go like for only a simple line above the lash line, or just skip the whole eyeliner in general, like you don't have to do that. I will, because I feel like it just really suits with the eye look, but I don't think it's necessarily, especially if you do apply some lashes. It will also make this whole eye look super glam as well. So I'm really focusing on making that wing liner as sharp as possible. I always take my time with this, and just with like the crease, the cut crease, I first do the line at one eye and then on the other eye to really make sure that the lines are as equal as possible on both sides of my eye. But I have to say, it's never really perfect. Sometimes one line is a little bit lower, or the one is a little bit more straight. Like, I don't really care, to be honest. Like, you have to look really close to see the difference. So I'm never really too harsh on myself when I do make the lines not equal. Like, what does it matter? So now I'm gonna go in with some concealer and just kind of cleaning up all the eyeshadow underneath the wing liner, and also making the wing liner look a little bit more sharp. Then for my waterline, I'm using this brown pencil from Makeup by Mario. I believe this one is called Soft Brown. It's a really beautiful brown color with a warm undertone, and it just really suits with the eye look today. So using this in the waterline, and then I will go in with that same brown color that I used for the outer part of the eyelid, and use this color and blend this all the way underneath the lower lash line. So I'm using a Sigma flat definer brush, which is my favorite brush from Sigma to use for underneath the lower lash line, just because it really applies the eyeshadow very close underneath the lower lash line. And I can also kind of like sweep my brush back and forth and blend it out. Then I did go in with a blending brush just to smudge out even further, because I don't like any harsh lines. Then I went in with the color Bright again, just popped a little bit of this in the inner corner area, not too crazy, and also with whatever was left on my brush, I just blended, well, I actually picked a different brush, and I also applied a little bit of that underneath the brow. And now it's time to curl the lashes, because it's already time for mascara. I went in with the Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash Mascara, which is one of my favorite mascaras. Absolutely love it. I will go in with falsies, so I'm not too focused on the upper lashes, but even if you wear lashes, you definitely want to use some mascara. So I'm gonna go in with these Bright lashes, which are also from Angela Bright, her own company. She sells really beautiful lashes, and when I received the Sigma PR kit, the lashes were included as well. So definitely wanted to wear them for today's look. I hope you guys like how it turned out. Let me know what kind of look you want to see next. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. That's really helpful for my YouTube channel. And let me know if you want me to do a updated brow tutorial. So yeah, I want to say thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!
Even if you tried, you wouldn't